OLATION with SAP HANA Utility. OLATION can be used as a utility with HANA. It can help do some basic tasks. OLATION can simplify some of the tasks you have to do today in the administrative console, such as enter SQL commands that have to have exactly correct syntax. It can help get data into HANA from any data source with ease. You can reach out through ODBC drivers and bring data in. We're going to show an example of that. It's simple and intuitive database maintenance for items that you might have to do in HANA, such as creating tables, modifying tables, or deleting tables. You can build and maintain multidimensional database structures. These database structures can give you the ability to communicate from Excel and other end-user tools. In this demonstration, we will create and maintain tables without the use of SQL statements. We're going to be able to enter and change data without SQL statements. And we're going to show you how you can easily replicate and update data from any data source. So let's jump in and show you how this is done in OLATION. This is the OLATION interface. It has a tree structure that starts with the database on top and comes down and shows you the dimensions, then cube and tables. Now these tables are coming from the SAP HANA engine that we've been looking at so far. They're exactly the same tables. We are virtually looking at them. First, we're going to show you how you would create a table using the OLATION interface. Let's create a new table and call it HANA New Table. We're going to save it, and that is what's involved in making the new table. Pretty easy stuff. First, we give it a column name. Let's call it Column 1 and give it a database type of varchar. And then we create another one and call it Column 2 and give it a database type of an integer. Let's save it and jump over and view the data in OLATION. Let's enter a description here. We will call it January, and for integer 1, we'll put 1. For February, integer 2, and finally March, and integer 3. Now we're going to save it and jump over and look at the HANA engine. Refresh, and there we have the data. Simple and graceful as can be. This feature will bring productivity gains to people who need to work with HANA. The next thing we want to show you is how we might go out to an external database, grab some data, and bring it into HANA. We're going to use a very simple example, commonly used by Microsoft, called Northwind. We're going to look at the order detail table. This is the way it appears in SQL Server. And what we want to do is simply get that data, drop it, and persist it in HANA as if it is in HANA. This is how we would go about doing it. First thing we do is set up this external connection, let's call it Northwind, and select a driver. It's going to be an OLDB driver for SQL Server. Type in localhost and test the connection. So we have a connection now. Now that we have that, we can perform a new copy transformation, which means we can simply grab the data through the driver and we select the table which we would like to bring over, which is order details. We say OK. Then after we do that, we need to execute it. It's going to tell us that it's going to make us a copy and is going to put it in the destination database, which in this case will be HANA IDB, database under the system schema. The next thing we will do is simply refresh the schema. You can see that we have a new table for order details and we can view that data. Now that data is not being viewed in SQL Server, it's being used directly in HANA. Now we're going to look at it in HANA so you can see it. Here we go. So it was graceful and easy to get the data and transfer it. This is an indication of the kind of task that can be accomplished when using OLATION as a utility with HANA. For more detailed information, contact us or go to www.olation.com. Thanks for watching.